What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Philo. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on your post notifications bell because you don't want to miss any of these videos. Thank you so much for 70 subscribers. My bad. I don't know what happened there. I really appreciate it. Now we are on the road to 80 subscribers. Subscribe now because I am trying to beat one of my friends in getting 100 subscribers first. And plus, if you guys are old fans of mine, you guys know that I lost my channel, my original channel, so and I had over like 100 subscribers there. So if you want to help a little brother out, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on your post notifications bell because you know what I'm gonna say next. Turning on subscribing is nothing without turning on the notifications bell. In today's video, I am going to explain why Roman Reigns' reign as Universal Heavyweight Champion is the greatest of all time. Like you see it in the thumbnail, he has Paul Heyman, the man of the hour, the man of everything. He is the best. And when I mean the best, I mean the best in sports entertainment. First of all, let's go over the superstars that Roman has smashed. So first of all, first up on Roman's list was when he won the Universal Championship. He beat the Fiend, which was champion at the time, and Braun Strowman. And where are they now? They're both released and nowhere to be seen for right now. Next up on the list, his own cousin. Oh, and he won the Universal Championship and beat the Fiend and Braun Strowman at Payback 2020 last year. Next up on his list, his own cousin at Clash of Champions, which was a banger of a match. Next, again in a rematch, but an epic rematch, better than the first match, in a Hell in a Cell I Quit match, the first ever, I might add, and against his cousin again, Jey Uso. So he faced Jey Uso twice and smashed Jey Uso twice. And after that match, Jey Uso was forced to fall in line to the bloodline, to Roman, and to acknowledge him as his tribal chief. Next up at Survivor Series 2020, of course, Roman Reigns beat my favorite at the time and still to this day. At the time, he was the WWE Champion fighting for Monday Night Raw, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre! Fifth on his list in a TLC match, he smashed Kevin Owens. And in a rematch at the Royal Rumble, in a last man standing match that time, he beat, and that was Kevin Owens. So Roman, 5th and 6th on his list, he beat Kevin Owens in a TLC match at TLC 2020 and beat Kevin Owens again in a rematch in a last man standing match earlier this year at the Royal Rumble. Next up on his list that he smashed Daniel Bryan, who's now Bryan Danielson at AEW, but Daniel Bryan at Elimination Chamber, which in Daniel's defense, he just came out of an Elimination Chamber match, so it was just a Sphere and 1, 2, 3, but still, that counts as smashed. And if you don't want to count that, then he went on to Fastlane and beat Daniel Bryan there again, as Edge was the special guest enforcer, and that's where Edge turned to be a tweener between heel and face. After Fastlane, WrestleMania happened, and he smashed them, stacked them, and left. Edge and Daniel Bryan. He smashed Edge. He smashed Daniel Bryan. He stacked them and got the 1, 2, 3 to retain the Universal Heavyweight Championship. In my opinion, that match was phenomenal. That ending, though, was phenomenal. Next up at WrestleMania Backlash, Roman smashed Cesaro in an epic effort by Cesaro, may I add. Next, on a SmackDown episode before Hell in a Cell, this was supposed to happen at Hell in a Cell, but they brought it to SmackDown because SmackDown got jealous because at the time Raw got a Hell in a Cell match. Anyway, Roman smashed Rey Mysterio inside of Hell in a Cell, and also wrecked Dominic Mysterio, but not in a match. Next at Money in the Bank, and this is all this year, by the way, from Kevin Owens at Royal Rumble until now. At Money in the Bank was the best match of this year, in my opinion. We got the match that we thought was gonna happen at WrestleMania, but Daniel Bryan got added, and it still got to be a good match. But at Money in the Bank, we got the original Spear versus Spear. Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the tribal chief, versus the rated R superstar Edge. And what a match, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. These guys went on for life. Forever. And I wanted Edge to win. I thought Edge was gonna win. Seth Rollins ruined it. But I am glad Roman Reigns retained his title. After Roman Reigns retained his Universal Championship on Money in the Bank, which led to his next feud, his next defense. Here out comes the franchise player, hustle, loyalty, and respect, my childhood hero, John Cena! And John Cena versus Roman Reigns, the match that we all knew was gonna happen, happened at SummerSlam, the biggest event of the summer. What a match that was. Wasn't the greatest, it wasn't bad, it wasn't terrible, it was decent, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the storyline. John Cena beat Roman Reigns in the storyline, in the promos, everything. But when it came to being in Allegiant Stadium at SummerSlam, Roman Reigns retained the title, and that is where I officially acknowledged Roman Reigns. And when he beat John Cena in an epic close match, his recent smashing superstar was the Beast Incarnate, Brock LESNAR, at Crown Jewel 2021. And what a match that was. The storyline was phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen, because if you are a wrestling fan, you would know Paul Heyman was with Brock Lesnar for years and was his advocate. Paul Heyman was Brock Lesnar's advocate. Fast forward years later, we never knew that Paul Heyman was going to be the special counsel to the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. So that was an amazing match. We got F5s, we got suplex cities, we got spears, we got Superman punches. But in the end, Paul Heyman threw the Universal title in the ring in between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. They fought over the title. The referee was down because of an F5 by Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns ended up with the title because of the Usos coming in and helping Roman. And Roman hit Brock with the title. There goes the 3 count. A new referee came in. And Roman Reigns retained, baby! Guys, legit, Roman is our head of the table. Roman's the head of the table. Roman is the greatest. He's been holding the title for 400 plus days now. 400 plus days. And if he goes past January 18th, or around that time, he beats Brock Lesnar's record as the longest reigning Universal Champion. And to be honest, I hope that's the case. I hope he becomes the longest reigning Universal Heavyweight Champion, because he's the best of the best. Because he is the greatest of all time. Right now. Because he's the tribal chief. Because he's the head of the table. Because he's got Paul Heyman as his special counsel. And because the bloodline is amazing right now. And you guys are going to get that video sooner than later on the bloodline. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, peace. Love you guys.